Michigan quarterback Bryce Underwood announces his decision on where he will play in 2026. A breaking edition of Locked On Big Ten starts right now.
You are Locked On Big Ten, your daily podcast on the Big Ten Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Big Ten. I'm Craig Shemon, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, now the #1 sports podcast network. Thanks for making us your first listen each and every day. Hey, hit that free subscribe button down below. That way you'll never miss a single episode. We're here every day, and you can hype YouTube videos and share, follow, and like. That'd be a great help. Thank you very much. So, Bryce Underwood's plans, Kyle Whittingham's plans, plus we'll tell you about our Everydayers Club as well. But Michigan quarterback Bryce Underwood announced Monday night that he will return to play for the Michigan Wolverines in 2026 amid the recent coaching change and the turmoil going on in Ann Arbor. In fact, he broke the news himself, posting it on his X account on Twitter at Bryce Underwood 16. And I'm going to edit just a little bit. He says, let's go, 147. Of course, the 2026 team will be the Wolverines' 147th team in school history. Now, many thought that Underwood probably would return to the school due to the size of his $12 million name, image, and likeness deal. That alone would be hard to walk away from. But questions remained a little bit while this turmoil was going on following Shemon Moore's sudden firing on December 10th. And then the school's job search for his replacement seemed a little wonky. And then at the end, I think Michigan hit a home run by getting Kyle Whittingham to come to the rescue following his sudden departure from Utah. Whittingham is a very, very good coach. He's won a lot of football games. But even he knew one of the first people that he needed to talk to was Underwood and try to re-recruit him to stay. Now, there are some that I've heard and reported here in the Underwood camp that Underwood was never really looking to leave, but whoever the coach was going to be, if the coach came in, it was a disaster, a run first coach, it wasn't going to develop his passing game, whatever the case may be, then maybe he'd look to leave. But I think everybody's happy with Whittingham, kind of like an old slipper, very comfortable, fitting in, guy knows what he's doing. And he was successful in re-recruiting Bryce Underwood. At his introductory press conference, Whittingham said, look, I've already spent 45 minutes talking with Underwood about the future. I know he met a lot of players when he got there, but I bet he didn't spend 45 minutes with any other players on your first day. So it was important. He did it, and all is good there. Right. It must have been a good conversation. And it's a good thing that Underwood announced that he was staying and did it now because we're already into the transfer portal, right? Good quarterbacks are getting snapped up left and right. Now, Underwood needs an offensive staff that can get his passing game to the next level. You know, fans can see, I can see, you can see with your own eyes. He's got the arm strength. He's got the body strength. He's got the athleticism. The talent is in there. In my opinion, it was not developed enough. I mean, for a freshman, true freshman coming in who played every day, I think there should have been a higher improvement arc, a better improvement arc by the time we got to the end of the year. I don't think he was developed enough under Shemon Moore in his run first, second, and third offense. I think Underwood looked best in games. He was coached by Biff Poggi, the interim head coach, early in the year, and most of the Citrus Bowl. I don't know what happened there in the fourth quarter with all the repeated turnovers. I think he was pressing and trying to make something happen. End up turning the ball over. But overall, I think he looked pretty good in the games that Biff Poggi coached because I think Biff opened it up a little bit more on the offense. On the year, Underwood only completed 60% of his passes. He needs to improve significantly moving forward there. He threw 11 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. That ratio needs to improve. But we got to remember, it's a true freshman. He didn't turn 18 until August, right when camp was going on. I still think the sky is the limit for this kid. Oh, and he did run for 392 yards and 6 more touchdowns. So let him loose on the football field. Again, the kid is a true athlete. Now, there's another good reason that Underwood is returning for his sophomore season at Michigan. all the backup quarterbacks are leaving. Jane Davis, gone. Davis Warren, gone. Transfer portal. Mikey Keene, who came in, who was supposedly going to be the mentor to Underwood. He never got healthy. He's gone. And we all remember what 2024 was like when Michigan played the whole season without a legitimate quarterback. Although, hey, say what you want about Sherrone Moore. Tip of the cap of 2024. No real quarterback. Won 7 games in the regular season. Won an 8th game in a bowl game. Beat Ohio State. Beat Alabama. Without a quarterback? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So all those guys are leaving. And maybe they're leaving because they knew that Underwood was going to be the guy. Maybe, we're finding out for sure right now, but maybe Underwood, with the writing was already on the wall that he was gonna stay. So, by the way, as far as other transfer portal players that are leaving Michigan, defensive back Zeke Berry, offensive tackle Andrew Sprague is leaving. Wide receiver Samaj Morgan is also hitting the transfer portal. But help is on the way. We'll see in the next couple days or week how many players are going to come in the transfer portal. But we also know there are some good players coming in 2026, some of whom will be here for spring ball as well. But don't forget 5-star running back Savion Hyder from Virginia. He was immediately asked, hey, when Sherrone Moore was fired, you still coming? He goes, I want to be a Michigan man. I'm coming. So he is steadfast. He is coming. Wide receiver Travis Johnson is coming. Tight end Mason Bonner. Also help on the defense. They got the 5-star Carter Meadows is coming as well. So Kyle Whittingham isn't taking over a team where the cupboard is completely bare. But he will have to get some young talent, the incoming talent, up to speed. He's going to have to do a nice blending job, I think, in this first year. But his best recruit was just keeping the quarterback under the roof in Bryce Underwood. And again, Bryce Underwood making that announcement Monday night via social media. And we decided we needed to jump on and tell you all about it here because it's a big deal. And we're keeping an eye on all the other schools. Josh Hoover's going from TCU to Indiana. We got the Becht kid from Iowa State following Matt Campbell to Penn State. There's a lot of movement going on. And we're all over it here on Locked On Big Ten, here every single day. If you are new, we are here every day. We would ask that you hit that subscribe button. It's free, always free. And that way you'll never miss a single episode. Where we have video here on YouTube. We also have the audio version on Apple or Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Wherever you are, we are each and every day. So you never miss an episode. If you could share, follow, and like, that would help us out as well. We have a website, Talk Big Ten, number 10, talkbig10.com. We put all of our podcasts there. After this, you want to go back for a second listen and check it out. We're there. Did a lot about that Indiana quarterback that is transferring from TCU to Indiana to replace Heisman Trophy winner Fernando Mendoza. You can check out that for a second listen. Plus, we have a link there. You can click on your favorite Big Ten school logo. Takes you to a store. Shirts with your school logo, pennants, hats, all that kind of stuff. The gifts you didn't get for Christmas, they're right there. You can check it out at talkbig10.com. All right, we have a special live podcast coming up later on this week after the Oregon-Indiana game. I'm going to give you details on that. I'll give you details on our exclusive Locked On Big Ten Everydayer Club as well. Lots to discuss. Thanks for joining us on this special edition, breaking news edition here of Locked On Big Ten. Well, more in a minute. Rocket Money, man, let's be real. It is tough managing your finances. It can be overwhelming. You got all these subscriptions. Some of them you forgot about. Some of them you doubled up on. You're wasting your money. You got bills piling up, trying to figure out where all your money actually goes every month. It's easy to feel like you're losing control. And who's got time to track every transaction or hunt down hidden fees? Well, Rocket Money can do that. That's where they come in. It's a personal finance app that helps you take control. It finds and cancels unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, helps lower your bills so you could grow your savings. And it's all just right there on a dashboard. All of your finances, automatic transactions. You get a look at all of them and your budgets, your goals, real-time alerts if there's a large transaction, just to double check that it's yours, right? Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/locked on. That's rocketmoney.com/locked on. rocketmoney.com/locked on. Thanks for checking us out here on Locked On Big Ten. We are here every day. We always appreciate you being here. We will also go live Friday night. We'll have a regular Friday morning podcast. It'll be out there for you every day. Friday night, we'll go live as soon as the Oregon-Indiana semifinal game is over, the Peach Bowl. And probably be around 11 p.m.-ish, give or take, after the winning coach does the interview. Maybe the stage trophy or whatever presentation goes on. Then we're going to go live. You get my real, raw post-game reaction. I get yours, too. Real live comments. I share them on the podcast as well. So join us for that Friday night. We've been doing this all season after the biggest games. We're going to certainly do it after the semifinal, the all Big Ten semifinal on Friday night between Oregon and Indiana. We are looking forward to all that and looking forward to you joining us. So mark your calendars for that. I also want to tell you that in addition to thank you for making Locked On Big Ten your first listen every day and making Locked On the #1 sports podcast network, you already live your team every day with all of your passion, all your excitement. Now you can level it up and go ad-free. Join the Everydayer Club today and get Locked On Big Ten with no interruptions, members-only Discord access, and more. Just $5 a month, $50 a year. You can gift it to somebody. It's a great gift idea. Go to lockedonbig10.supercast.com or check out the link in the show notes to learn more about that. All right, coming up on Wednesday, we've got our power rankings coming up. We're going to talk about the Ohio State quarterback situation. Got something interesting for you on that. Many ways for you to interact with me on Twitter or X at Talk Big Ten. Don't forget our website, talkbig10.com. Be sure to hit that free subscribe button. That's always free. And you can follow this podcast right now on your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. We are where you are, so you never miss a single episode. For this breaking news edition of Locked On Big Ten, I'm Craig Shemon. Thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you tomorrow.